How do you achieve the balance? So this is coming from a video where I talked about when you have masculine energy, when your masculine and feminine energy is not balanced, you will attract DL or dusty men, confused people, narcissists, people who come to just use you. And there is no shortcuts to this. Everything is through healing work and shadow work. So the first thing I noticed about me and the reason why I was masculine came from childhood. Well, first of all, I am a Leo, so that is a masculine sign. So I'm never going to just throw all my masculine energy out. I actually use my masculine energy when it comes to needing to protect myself physically, or I need to use it for business. Okay, I find that when I use my masculine energy for business, it gives me great results and it gives me more respect. But what I had to do in order to learn how to balance my masculine and feminine energy in order to be a healthy being spiritually, I had to pinpoint, where did this imbalance stem from? So you need to do your shadow work, going within. You don't need a therapist to do this. Go get books on shadow work. If you don't know what that is, go Google, go study it, go research it. I'm one of those life coaches that pushes you to do your own research. I cannot do the work for you. So you need to pinpoint, when did you abandon your feminine? I abandoned my feminine energy because I was molested when I was a child by somebody who was supposed to protect me. Okay? I abandoned my feminine energy when I got, I guess you could say, teased for being an overweight child, being an overweight teenager. So I turned masculine. Fine, you don't find me beautiful, so now I'm going to just be masculine, and I'm not going to try to be beautiful and try to be feminine, try to be soft. I'll just become a tomboy, pretty much, right? It came to the point where even in high school, people thought I was a lesbian. That's how bad it got. I also abandoned my feminine when I got parentified. My brother didn't help me with my mother when she got cancer when I was in high school. I was always parentified in, oh, I need you to go pay this bill. I need you to go grocery shopping. I need you to go do this. I need you to go do this. Angelique will do this. Angelique will do that. I got parentified in my mother's side and my father's side. And that made me feel masculine because I wasn't allowed to be a soft little girl, a soft feminine woman, a soft feminine teenager, a soft feminine young adult in her 20s. I was always having to lead, make decisions, and masculine energy is action energy. So I was always in active mode. I never had anybody to just take care of me and be soft with me. My mother was, but there were no men who did that for me in my family. Financially maybe, but not emotionally and not protective wise. Basically, I had to handle all the responsibilities, right? The things that you expect your husband to do, or your father to do, your uncles to do, your grandfather to do, that got put onto me. That's what made me imbalanced in my masculine and feminine energy. And maybe that's your story too. Once I pinpoint why I became more masculine and why I use that as a protective shield to not let anybody in or not let anybody do anything for me, right? It was painful to let people do things for me, let people pay for things for me, help me out. I would never go to anybody for help. That made me more masculine. So I started healing and understanding why I shifted, why I abandoned the feminine, and the actions of me not allowing people to do for me, even buy me a gift, treat me, was keeping me in that masculine energy. It is a long journey. So it's not just you doing the healing work and pinpointing where this trauma came from. You also actively have to start resting in your feminine. Okay? Resting in your feminine. Let me tell you a crazy story when I knew I was really, really in trouble. I was walking down the street one day pushing my cart of groceries. I had a whole bunch of groceries in the cart, and there's a gas station at the corner of my home. And I saw two Mexican men pushing their car into the gas station because their car had broke down. Do you know I pushed my grocery cart to the side, my shopping cart to the side, and I asked the two men, did they need help pushing their car? That's when I knew I was in danger. That's when I said, oh my gosh. Do you know these two Mexican men turned and looked at me like I had 10 heads, and they rolled their eyes and proceeded to keep pushing the car. That's when I knew, Angelique, you're in danger. It is time to heal and start balancing out your energy. Now, it makes me uncomfortable. If I cannot romantically be with any man who does not do anything for me. Physical labor, financial help, I can't. It makes me want to vomit now. Okay? I love being domesticated. I love being nurturing. I love being balanced in my masculine and feminine. I can take care of myself, but at the same time, you have to do for me as well. You have to pour back into me as well. That's when you know you are healing. So, there's no shortcuts to this balance energy. It is something you have to actively and daily practice after you've done your healing work. If you feel like you need more help, you can book me. I do take phone sessions, and you can email me, and I'll put that email on the screen.